La 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 la, they're singing along.
Hey man, that ice cream, move!
Turn me up, loud, bang bang, pow, max me out. Yeah, ain't no stopping us now. 18, 18, 18. I roll with the 18, 18. Turn me up, loud. Turn me up, turn me up, turn me up. Yeah, I got the energy. Turn the thing up to infinity.
Welcome to Heat Check, where we're tackling a hot debate right now. Is cheerleading a sport? Are cheerleaders athletes? And we're going to talk about a pretty hot topic down at Atlanta Cheer Sport, where we saw an individual get disqualified. That's a pretty trending topic. But first, we want to meet our guest. Today, I've got freshman cheerleader Dakota Seaman, along with Brayden Griffin, freshman cheerleader at Kennesaw State as well. And they both are part of the Stingrays group, which is down in Marietta, Georgia. Welcome to Heat Check.
Hi.
I appreciate you guys joining us on a Sunday morning. First of all, I want to hit up with you, Dakota. How does it make you feel when somebody tells you that cheerleading is not a sport?
It makes me kind of upset because I put so much time and effort into cheer, but it doesn't get recognized.
Right. What about you, Brayden?
I don't know, I think cheer is one of the hardest sports, if not one of, the hardest. It's such a toll on your body, mind, physically, mentally, everything is so hard to do.
Right.
Especially at the level that we do cheer.
Yeah.
And for people to say it's not a sport and who know nothing about it is degrading because they don't understand it.
Yeah, once you've been to one of the world competitions or really just watching and being around competitive cheer, which I've been fortunate enough to be around, you really understand that cheerleaders are athletes. What do you think the perception is, and where does that come from? Why do people think that cheer is not a sport?
I think that they think of Sideline whenever they think of cheerleading, and it's just chanting and cheers and cheering for another team, but it actually is a own real sport.
Right. Go into that a little bit more, Brayden. Break down what the difference is between Sideline and competitive cheer.
When Sidelines think of it's just people yelling and for a team, when you're cheering on the sidelines, you're cheering for someone else. But
right.
In All-Star, you're doing it it's just you. You're not cheering for another team. You're not yelling for another team. You're all for you.
Right. So what they're thinking is the football cheerleaders that are on the sidelines from kindergarten all the way up through high school. And there's no doubt about it. There takes some athleticism to do that, and you got to start somewhere. Did you all start on sidelines? Is that how we found a love for cheer, or?
I started in gymnastics.
It's in gymnastics. That does seem to be the common, the trend. You start in gymnastics because we're learning the tumbling. You're learning. I say we. I'm not a tumbler in any stretch of the imagination, but you all are learning how to tumble and prepare to contort your body in all these different ways. It's really impressive. And then, do you consider yourself an athlete, Dakota?
Yeah.
Yeah? Why so? Why do you say that?
I feel we put the same amount of toll on our mind and body as football players, basketball players.
Yeah.
Same competitive aspect.
And now you are a flyer, is that correct? Yeah. And then tell everybody what that means for those that are not familiar.
I'm the one that gets lifted in the air.
And so you're lifted, but I would say it's more than lifted, you're thrown in the air. Yeah. And so talk a little bit about, before we get to tumbling, Brayden, talk a little bit about what that means, right? They're throwing you in there and then you're doing, what are the different stunts that you're doing?
I get thrown doing flips, kicks, and then spins after.
Yeah.
Hand-to-hands.
What's a hand-to-hand?
I'm in a handstand and then bring my feet down like that and go normal.
Yeah, and clearly it takes an incredible strength to hold your body in those positions, yeah. Right? What about tumbling, Brady? Because you're known for your tumbling, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That and jumps.
And so when I'm watching, whether it's a male or a female doing tumbling passes on the mat, I'm always blown away with, first of all, how high they're getting. Like I played basketball growing up. I was a college basketball player. It was always important to have like a certain vertical. That was one of the goals. But I don't know how you all throw yourselves up so high in the air and then able to do some of the different tumbling stunts that you're doing. Am I saying that correctly? Is it tumbling stunts?
Like tumbling passes.
Tumbling passes.
People like go do a tumbling pass, is what they usually call it.
And so what's your specialty besides just tumbling in general? Do you have a specific stunt or tumble?
I really like to do like a 1.5 through.
Tell everybody what that means.
So in cheer, usually people do fulls and doubles, which is like a full is where you spin once in like a backflip with straight legs, or in doubles where you spin twice. But a 1.5 is where you would like, you spin 1.5 times and then step out of it and do something else. So like I would do like a round off 1.5 through to double.
Right.
Or something along those sorts, stuff like that.
Right. And now we're here today at $3 Cafe in Kennesaw, Georgia. And you can see we've got some wings out here. And so we're getting ready to, as part of Heat Check, is we want to test your ability to handle the heat, not only here on camera, but also through the wings. And it is Sunday, the day that we're filming. And one of the great things about $3 Cafe is their Sunday brunch. So we're gonna get an opportunity to check out some of the brunch items today. But are you all ready for the first wing of the day?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right, we've got the traditional buffalo hot sauce here. It's a proprietary blend. It's some of the best flavors in town. $3 Cafe is known for their hot wings. So, Dakota, are you a wing fan?
I like chicken tenders.
You like chicken tenders? Okay. Well, this is similar to a chicken tender with a bone in it, but there is the boneless there, so you can utilize that. What about you, Brayden?
I love wings.
You love wings? Okay, so we've got basically a rookie and an experienced gentleman right here with us. I know for sure, certain that I'm experienced. I've been eating wings forever, love them. Brayden's shaking his head. He likes it. What are you thinking over there, Dakota? A little hot?
That's good though.
No? Well, the hot sauce is still a little hot. There's no doubt about that.
That's just delicious. And I'm just gonna go back in for seconds.
We're a fan. You'll come back for more?
Yeah.
Maybe stick to like the medium or mild sauce?
Yeah.
Okay. So Brayden, you were talking about the doubles, fulls, and yeah, I'm catching you right when you're putting food in your mouth. So this is part of the challenge here. Talk to me a little bit about both. I want to hear both your opinions. So this past year at Cheersport 2026, there was a gentleman that I think it was in a tumble off of something along those lines. Is that right? So there wasn't a full team competition, but they were doing tumble passes and they were being scored. But one of the gentlemen, known as Tumble D, he went viral for throwing a quad. So that's 4 flips in the air while doing a backflip.
4 spins.
4 spins, excuse me. 4 spins in the air while doing a backflip. Place goes crazy, and then he's disqualified. What happened? Tell me why was he disqualified? Why is that so important? It seems like a pretty monumental situation.
Well, it wasn't in the rules, or it was against the rules that he couldn't spin 4 times, but I don't know if he wasn't told that or like what the issue was, because I think the way through Pro Cheer, they have to, like if they want to throw a new skill, they have to send it in. But it doesn't really make any sense because it's supposed to be like the highest level of cheerleading.
Right.
And if you can't, I'm sorry, other people can't do it, but if you can, why is it?
Yeah, that's the way that I feel. Like if this is supposed to be a competition and we're throwing these, these tumble passes, he's setting the bar for the next skill level, right? What about you, Dakota? I'm assuming that you saw it, everybody else saw it. What's your thought on the situation?
I kind of agree with Brayden. I think it was like, if he can do it and like other people can't, he should be able to do it.
Right.
Because it's like the highest level of cheer.
Right.
It's Pro Cheer.
I mean, and that is that okay? So help me understand that. Is that so? He's a pro cheerleader.
Yeah. So
Okay.
basically, this year they created the Pro Cheer League, which is supposed to be like the best of the best athletes throughout of all of cheerleading. But I think like if he can do it and the other teams can't, he should still be able to do it.
Yeah, I agree. Well, he certainly, if he didn't already have a name for himself, he certainly made a name for himself. And I think I read something where he's actually done that in other competitions or something along the lines. It's not something that he just did for the first time, but he got so much recognition.
He's been doing them for years. That's what he's known for. It's spinning.
Yeah.
He can just go and go and go and go and go.
So, well, that begs the question, Brayden, are you able to do a quad?
If you wanted to see me flat on my face, yes, I could try it, but it would not go well.
Now, as a flyer, Dakota, I want to hear about your tumbling ability.
Definitely not the best tumbler.
Yeah. So you've been specialized, I guess, in the flying. Is that right?
I guess like once I became better at flying, kind of gave up on the tumbling.
Yeah.
Had some mental issues with it.
So there is a mental block, right? When you're, I mean, because you think about when you're spinning in the air backwards, there's a whole lot of trust in your ability, and it's got to be scary as can be. I would think.
I definitely used to be able to tumble, and then got a mental block.
Yeah.
Couldn't really get over it.
And so you just adapted into a flyer?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it seems as though you've done it successfully, so congratulations. And Brayden, what about you? Why were you able to overcome that mental block?
I've had a few mental blocks here and there on certain passes that scare me, but at some point I'm like, it's just cheerleading. Like, either get to it or you're gone. Like,
right. What about injuries? I mean, I've seen a few times at some competitions where the routine had to stop immediately because there was an injury. I've had my daughter come back with concussions. We've had obviously sprained ankles and bumps and bruises and all those type of things. Any sort of major injuries for you over the years, Dakota?
I've definitely had my fair share of concussions.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they make you wear a helmet when you were flying?
No. When we're trying new stuff, they make us wear helmets.
Do they really?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Brayden? Any sort of injuries that you've had over the years?
I've sprained both of my ankles several times. I cracked my sternum. I've broken 3 of my fingers. Lots of injuries. I've broken my toes a bunch in cheer shoes, but yeah, lots of injuries.
Awesome. All right, so let's get off injuries a second, but before we do that, I want to make certain that we give Dakota an opportunity to actually try that wing, because you've got to start somewhere. You got to learn how to eat wings. I mean, for crying out loud. You actually, what you do is you pick it up with your hands and you take a bite right into it and enjoy how delicious that $3 hot wing sauce is. I'm so proud of you. Way to go. All right, that was the first, and that's the kind of stuff we're capturing here at Heat Shack. Very first bite of a wing. Was it hot? It is Sunday, the day that we're filming, and everybody loves a Sunday brunch. All right, so when you think of $3 cafe, typically we think of hot wings, right? But the Saturday and Sunday brunch is absolutely phenomenal. The avocado toast is fantastic. Y'all take a slice, take a bite, let me know what your thoughts are. You got everything seasoning on it, some roasted tomatoes, obviously an avocado spread, a little feta. You got a little sweet, savory situation. I see some heads shaking over there. Everybody's happy with it. Let me try it again. Very good. See, and you both had never had avocado toast yet before?
Mm-mm. It's good though.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite brunch dishes out there. Avocado toast is great, it's healthy, and nobody does it better than $3 Cafe. All right, so we were talking about pro cheerleading before we got this delicious avocado toast, but my understanding is that the next Olympics, cheerleading is included in the Olympics. Do you know about this?
News to me.
News to you? You guys are cheer experts and you don't know you have an opportunity to become an Olympian in a couple years?
Wow.
So you think about the progression, right? You've got, obviously you started up with, many started on sidelines and they moved to competition. And now there's a pro team or a pro league, right? And now Olympics. So it sort of validates that discussion or that concern about whether or not cheer is actually a sport. And we're talking about competitive cheer being a sport. So knowing that this is breaking news to you two, You know, what are your thoughts, Dakota? Is that a dream? Could you have ever imagined being a cheerleader and winning a gold medal?
No, that's crazy.
Yeah. What is it? Something that will change your trajectory, do you think?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. I mean, how proud would your mommy be if you had a gold medal hanging from your neck?
Definitely super proud.
Yeah, that'd be pretty amazing. What about you, Brayden?
I would love to be an Olympian.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah. I mean, you think it's the best of the best. I mean, there's only going to be one team. I don't know, the exact amount of athletes that they'll take, but if you're one of 10 people or 20, 30, whatever it is, I mean, that's pretty rare air to be a part of. Not only are we trying new foods on a daily basis here at $3 Cafe, but we're setting new goals and new dreams to go after. All right, so let's talk about Kennesaw State. So both you all are Kennesaw State cheerleaders. Now there's a competition team. You cheer for Sidelines basketball, Sidelines football, volleyball. Anything else I'm missing?
We do like events and stuff. Like they'll have like we need 5 cheerleaders, or we need so many cheerleaders to come and do this from the time to time, just for like Kane's opening, we did that, and just like little things like that.
Now, what's it like being on, we've talked a lot about competition, but what's it like being on the sidelines for some of these events?
I think it's fun.
Yeah?
You get to see like basketball, football, like from very up close.
Yeah, I mean, you got the best seats in the house. I mean, are you traveling with the teams as well?
It's like a group of like people on the team, like 12 for like football games, basketball games, volleyball, and then we don't travel for volleyball or basketball except for like the tournament that just happened.
Okay.
And then like select football games.
What's it like being able to manage a workload of school along with all the cheer practice and events that you're taking part in?
Definitely very hard.
Yeah, very hard. It's stressful, so stressful.
You have to know how to manage your time very well.
Yeah. Do you guys practice? How many days a week are you practicing for, just give me like the whole schedule.
Monday, I have double practice. I have Kennesaw and electric. Wednesday, double practice. Friday, just Kennesaw. Saturday, electric. Sunday, electric.
Holy cow. So it's a full all week long.
Yeah.
And then right now, you guys are in the middle of competition season, right? I mean, we just had NCAAs in Houston, which is usually in Dallas, right? And then what's the next competition that you're going to for Stingrays?
One up in Nashville. It's in like not this coming weekend, but the next.
Yeah. And then after that, it's Worlds, right?
Yep.
What's the outlook for Worlds this year?
I'm gonna win.
Gonna win?
Gonna win.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Who's the big competition for Stingrays? I mean, we're both on 2 separate teams, but who's your biggest competition right now, Dakota?
Our biggest competition is Top Gun 00 and Cheer Athletics Wildcats.
Okay. And then have we beaten these teams throughout the year?
We have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Which tournaments or which competitions did we beat them at?
Everyone.
We beat both of them at Cheer Sport and NCAA, and then we beat double at All Out.
So were they at NCAAs as well?
Yes.
So you beat them there too, or did they
Yeah,
work there?
we beat both at NCAA.
You beat both of them at NCAA. So you won 2 of the 3 Triple Crown, is that right?
Yeah.
Look at me.
And we didn't even go to the third one.
Why not?
Stingrays doesn't go to it.
No? We're just too good?
Yeah.
Tell us what the Triple Crown is, Brayden.
Triple Crown, can I be frank?
You could absolutely be frank. This is heat check.
It's kind of stupid, the Triple Crown, because it's for, you get Triple Crowning is when you win Cheer Sport, NCAA, and UCA, but nobody goes to UCA anymore. There's like 4 teams there, so I think it should be Cheer Sport, NCAA, and World.
Yeah, that was my understanding, so I had that wrong.
No, yeah, it's because people, you would think that, oh, it's like the last competition is World is where you would Triple Crown, but it's Cheer Sport, NCAA, and UCA, but nobody goes.
Nobody goes to that.
Nobody really knows about
No,
UCA.
yeah,
really.
it's like tight. It's a tiny competition. It used to be huge, but it's so expensive to go now. Like
Where's it at?
Orlando. It's where Worlds is.
Okay. Now what about, let's kind of take a step back and get back into cheer. So, right now, name, image, likeness, NIL money is a huge ordeal for college athletes. If you've got, if you're somebody that has a face, as a top player, you're able to get paid as a collegiate athlete. What's that like for the cheerleaders of the world?
I mean, I wish we got paid.
No? So we're not getting paid at all? There's no NIL deals on the table?
Nope.
What about you, Dakota? You've got a pretty big following out there.
Nope.
No? Nothing?
We get a $200 scholarship, but that's it.
Does that seem fair to you all?
Like, no. I mean, well, no.
$200 is basically the amount of gas for the year, or for the month, excuse me, not for the year.
And it's the amount of our athletic fee to be on a team.
Yes.
So you're basically getting the athletic fee paid for just to be on the team.
Yeah, basically.
And then did they recruit you to be part of the team?
Kinda.
Kinda.
Or do you just go to as like an open tryouts?
It's kind of weird. So we were both on Steel last year.
Yep.
And the coach who coaches Steel also coaches KSU. So it's kind of, it's like recruiting, but it's also like,
Sure.
he knows us and we're like, he's like able to
Understood.
like, yeah.
I mean, that's just like anything. I mean, any college athlete, like if he's transferring, a coach is transferring, a lot of times they'll bring players along with them, right? Does that feel like that's something that needs to be changed?
Yes, I think for the amount that we practice and like events we go to, and like we have to, for football games, we're there 3 hours before the games, yeah, right. 3
And
hours
then
before.
if you were to miss one of these, are you kicked off the team?
What we do is not recommended that you miss.
Right? Is that right?
Yeah.
So to me, that doesn't seem very fair. That if you're representing Kennesaw State University, you know, shouldn't that be, it's a sport that's listed on the website, right? You guys are representing the school. You're required to be at certain events, whether it's an athletic event or any other type of event that's required. That only seems fair to me.
Yeah.
So how do we change that?
That's a great question. I mean, I think honestly a good step forward was like with the pro cheer league, like they make money being like doing for the pro cheer league, and it shows that like cheerleaders should be paid for what they're doing, or like anybody who does a sport should be getting paid for the hard work they're doing, because our entire job at like football games and basketball games and volleyball games is to like get the crowd excited.
Sure. I think you absolutely should. Have you considered any sort of going out and trying to create an NIL deal on your own and utilizing that? I mean, since it's now legal for you all to do that, I mean, it's something that could potentially be an opportunity for you to earn some income.
I hadn't even thought about it.
What do you think, Dakota? Like, would you want to represent a $3 cafe and be paid to be a face of $3 cafe? Would that be something that is, you know, you could see a future and seeing something doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or just, you know, any sort of brand, or like Aloe or Lululemon. Like, I mean, whatever it is,
Yeah.
you know, is that something? And then you get it, and then you're actually earning income. You know, that seems like a pretty good deal to me.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our next food item, which is going to be another wing flavor, brand new wing flavor coming out here at $3 Cafe in Kennesaw. If you like what you see, please do us a favor, like, subscribe, follow along. Let us know what other athletes, what other entrepreneurs, what other business leaders would you like to hear from on Heat Check. All right, so we've got a new flavor here at $3 Cafe in Kennesaw, Georgia. It's the spicy peach. It's gonna be a little bit spicy, but it's gonna be a lot of sweet too. So it's not actually, in my opinion, it's not nearly as hot as the first one. So as a new individual to the wing world, I think you'll really enjoy this. Everybody enjoy. Let's take a bite. Good job, Dakota.
Oh,
You went straight for the wing. Yeah, you like that sauce better, a little bit better? What about you, Brayden?
It's good. I like it.
This one is really good.
Yeah.
It's spicy though. It's going back in my throat.
Like at the very end, there's a little bit of heat, right? That's when it starts to kick in, but that sweet peach is delicious.
Kind of tastes like sweet and sour sauce.
Yeah, a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's very good. Dakota, walk us through like your progression. How significant was it, and how significant of a role did your mother play in it, and your parents in general?
They definitely played a big role. I mean, they pay for it all.
That is key.
Yeah,
But let's be honest. Do you know how expensive cheer is?
very expensive.
It is very expensive. You know, a lot of people compare it to travel baseball, and I would beg to differ.
Like paying for all the private lessons, getting me in like the classes to like build on my skills, all of that just helped me be a better athlete.
Is your mother a role model for you?
Yes.
Yeah. Now you guys actually moved, right? Didn't you guys move from out of state into?
Yeah, we moved from Michigan.
Was cheer a deciding factor as to what team you were going to be on when you all moved? Is that something that played a role?
Yeah, I wanted to cheer at Stingers really bad.
Why?
It's like the best of the best.
Yeah, it's like the best of the best.
Yeah. So Stingrays right here in Marietta, Georgia, the best of the best. And you guys have both been part of it. What about you, Brayden? Talk a little bit about your background or how you grew up and who was influential in your cheer career.
Growing up, I did gymnastics, but then they told me I couldn't do it because I was a boy. And so, same thing happened in high school with my high school cheer team. So I cheered at a little small gym where I'm from, like an hour and a half away. And my coach there used to cheer at Ray. She used to be on Peach. And she was like, "You're outgrowing this gym. Like, I think we should like go to Stingrays." And I was like, "Okay, girl." And my parents let her take me up there and just to watch her practice. And I instantly fell in love, and I was like, I have to move there. And so then COVID hit, and I moved gyms up there.
Yeah.
And ever since 2020, I've been at Stingrays. So.
Excellent. Stingrays has a national brand, obviously. And actually, I don't think I realized how significant until listening to you two talk a little bit about it. So being part of the Stingrays family, it's a huge deal. You know, you all have moved up the ladder and are world's cheerleaders, right? Am I understanding that correctly? And kind of explain what that means to be a world cheerleader.
I mean, all the little kids in the gym are looking up to you. It's just where everyone wants to be eventually.
Is it age-based? Is it talent-based? Is it skill-based? All of the above?
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you make your first world team?
I made my first world team in 8th grade.
8th grade?
Yeah.
So that seems young to me. Is that, yeah?
It was at my smaller gym.
Yeah.
So they were taking anybody that was world's eligible pretty much.
Okay.
That was could be on it.
When did you make your first world's team, Brayden?
Sophomore in high school.
Tell me the difference between steel and electric.
Well, we do a lot of the same skills. Almost everything that we do is not the same, but what we're able to do as a team is the same, but they're open, which means it's 18 plus, and steel is senior, which is 13 to 19.
Okay.
With Stingrays, people travel across the country just to do Stingrays, and then people wind up at Kennesaw who have that talent. So almost our entire Kennesaw team is made up of all-star cheerleaders who either did it or currently still do it. So our cheer team is great. It's just we shifted divisions this year, and so we're still trying to figure out how to put it all together, and then changing divisions again next year. So
what are we changing divisions to?
We're gonna go to UCA instead of NCAA.
Okay.
So
And that's in Orlando as well?
Mm.
Okay. All right, so speaking of Florida, and maybe this is not really a good progression into this, but I'm thinking Florida, I'm thinking seafood, and all of a sudden we have crab cakes right behind us. What's your story? What's your position on crab cakes, Dakota?
I've never had one.
Never had one? So this is a first all day long for Dakota Seaman. All right, another brunch item, crab cake, cheese grit cake, Cajun sauce on top of it. So take a bite, let me know what you feel, and then I want you to think about, do you have any sort of superstitions that when you go into a competition?
so many.
So many?
Definitely a lot. Oh my gosh, I can't get it.
Tell me a little bit about superstitions. What's one of yours? I always had to have my ankles wrapped a certain way by a certain individual before I went on the court. What about you, Dakota?
I have to eat the same thing every competition. I have my handshakes that I have to do. we get pixie sticks like before we compete that our coach gives us.
Pixie sticks as in like the sugar sticks?
The like blue ones to make our tongue blue.
Yeah.
And me and my friend always have to take it at the same time and then stick our tongue out at each other.
Okay,
And then
I love that.
I can't throw away the wrapper. I have to put it like in my skirt.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
Has it ever fallen out?
No.
Okay.
But it has for my skin blue.
Right.
Okay. What about you, Brayden?
Okay, my only really superstition is that I have to finish an energy drink before I go on stage.
Energy drink?
So yeah.
Well,
so,
which
like,
one?
Doesn't matter. Any energy drink.
Okay.
But if I don't, it's not happening. I'm not on stage that day. But like if I like am in the warm-up room and we're like about to go on stage and I haven't finished it, I will sit there and chug the whole thing.
We gotta have the whole thing.
Like the entire.
So we're not doing like a giant one then. We're hopefully not.
Birthday. Depends on how I'm doing that morning. But
Okay.
at NCAA, they weren't letting outside drinks in, and I didn't know that. And so I like go to walk up and they're like, "You throw it away," and I just sat there and just slammed it in like 2 seconds. I was, you know, like we see people like crush the water bottle. I literally took the can and was like, I just crushed it in my mouth.
I love it.
I had to do it.
And you guys went home with the rewards, no? No, we didn't.
Yeah, not steel.
Not steel, but electric did.
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, so what did we think about the crab cake? So first time crab cake or crab cake eater. What about you? So Dakota, first of all, tell me what you think. What do you
I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, it is very good. What about you, Brayden?
I thought it was delicious.
Yeah, so I'm not a huge crab cake person by any stretch of the imagination. Usually I don't like them, honestly. I really enjoyed this one. There's not a lot of filler. The Cajun sauce on top of it, along with the champagne vinaigrette, mixed greens. I mean, it all just goes really, really well together. That is delicious. That's another great brunch item here at $3. So this past year at NCAA, you know, it used to be in Dallas and then it moved to Houston for this particular year. So what did you think about the arena?
I liked it.
Yeah?
It was
I've heard mixed reviews.
definitely, it felt like a lot smaller.
Yeah.
And like everything was more up close and personal, I felt. The Dallas one just feels like a big like fishbowl.
It's like a circle.
Yeah.
Such a
Yeah.
big circle.
Like you can't see anything.
My understanding is more of an arena.
Yeah, it's more. I think like it's like more like this. With those, the one in Dallas is just a full circle.
Right. All right, so we've got this wing. It's a little darker. Do you smell it? Does it hit the nostrils? Does it sting the nostrils a little
So
bit?
here.
So,
All right, be my guest and give it a shot. Let's see who's the first one to take a sip of water. How about that? It's still sweet though.
I almost just instantly reached for my water.
I like
You can
that one.
if you want
It's
to be
good.
the first one to try that water, Brayden. Dakota, feel free to have some water. How you doing, buddy?
I'm great. I'm great. I just talking about the cough.
Well, so we're a fan. Got a little sweetness.
That's really
Got
good.
that. And I cannot pronounce this paste that they use, but it's like a Korean spicy paste, and I never can pronounce it. What is it called, Ross? Gochujang. 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 Pronounce that for me. Did you understand it?
Gochujang.
Gochujang.
Oh, great.
Okay. I don't know. We'll put it in the description below. It's delicious. We use it all the time for stuff at the house. What's the future hold for you, Dakota? What are you studying? What's your career going to be? What do you aspire to be?
Right now I'm majoring in marketing,
Yeah?
but I don't really know what I want to do.
No?
No.
I mean, you're 19 years old, right? Are you supposed to know what you want to do at 19?
No.
No,
No.
but it feels like it.
What about you, Brayden?
Marketing.
Marketing as well? I mean, what was the reasoning behind the choice, Dakota?
I just picked something that seemed somewhat interesting.
You didn't want to do like quantum physics or like economics? What about you, Brayden? Why'd you pick it?
Because I actually ended up changing my major to marketing because I was in agricultural architecture, but I was nervous that I would end up pigeonholing myself into a career that I wouldn't want. Or like, if I get a degree in that, there's not much I can do with it besides what that job is. But if I got a degree in marketing, I can
Sure.
take it anywhere and go anywhere with it.
I'll tell you a little secret. part of it is just completing the college, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're even though you may not necessarily go into that career, the fact that you were able to start something, put the dedication and the time and effort into 4 years or 5 years, maybe make it 6, I don't know. But you took the time to complete it and finish it, and that in itself is an accomplishment. And when you're going on those job interviews, it says a lot about who you are as an individual, as a student, as a motivated person, and especially being able to handle and manage your time, your energy with cheer. So I have a lot of respect for all college athletes, but I understand how aggressive the cheer schedule is just from my daughter, and she's only 15 and she's in high school taking AP classes, and I understand the time and effort that it goes into it.
Of course.
Tell me what your favorite stunt is, Dakota.
A kick double.
Yeah, I guess. Kick double basket?
Kick double basket. So tell me, help us describe what that is so we can visualize that.
Basically, getting thrown in the air, kicking and spinning twice. Sometimes doing like something before that, like a hitch, like bending my left knee and then kicking my right knee.
Okay. So before we get to yours, Brayden, we've got the French toast coming on in. Let's bring that in, and then we'll talk about yours. Wow, look at that.
That looks
Amazing.
Really good.
Yeah. Banana Foster's French toast. Are you kidding me? This thing looks delicious. Now, probably not going to be a whole lot of savory, a lot of sweet on this one. Brayden, right before we got the Banana Foster's French toast, I was asking you, what's your favorite stunt to do, or excuse me, tumble to do?
A split Arabian. It's like one of my skills that I can do. Like, it's not hard, but it's like the way you have to do it can be hard for people. But it's like you do like a half a backflip. It's like you go into it like you're doing a backflip, and then you turn into a front flip out of it. If that makes any amount of sense. But with a kick Arabian or a split Arabian, you have to like arch up really big and then split your legs almost like in a split in half and then go.
Right.
So, but yeah, it's one of my favorites.
From year to year, does your routine change per season, or do they maintain? I mean, I know cheerleaders come in and out of there, but is the routine changing every year?
Yeah.
It is. So you're
Yeah.
learning a brand new routine every single time.
And like as like the years go on, like the skills like become even harder.
Yeah. We got to keep continuing to grow, right? And maintain that Stingray standard, right? And is that a thing? So how long will we compete on competition, Stingrays, and, well, Stingray specifically? Will this continue for years to come?
Dakota.
Well, this was my last year doing
Oh,
Stingray.
girl,
It
please.
is?
No, it's not.
So this is the finale.
Yeah, so far, right now, it is.
What's the reasoning?
Just a lot on my body.
Yeah.
So expensive.
Yeah.
Should-
What about you?
She's coming back next year. I don't know what she's talking about. I would love to do it as long as possible, but I feel like my body is gonna start giving up at some point. So
Sure.
at least if 1 or 2 more years.
1 or 2 more years. Okay. Getting back to that NIL discussion, I mean, if you were able to get some sort of NIL money, would that help keep you in the game a little bit longer, do you think?
Maybe.
Yeah,
100%.
100%. What sort of rehab are you doing to take care of your body? Like, I mean, are you following specific diets, specific nutrition?
No.
Pizza, well, now wings and chicken tenders,
Toast, cookout.
hamburgers. Okay. What you expect a college student to be eating, which is always nice to hear. You know, any of the social media, they fantasize or romanticize, all these beautiful restaurants, Michelin rated restaurants, and when it comes down to it, there's nothing like burger and fries, pizza and chicken tenders. A great American diet. All right, we've come to the finale, the high heat. This is the one that is going to set you back, and it's absolutely going to leave you and remind you that $3 Cafe will be sticking with you all day long.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the next wing?
No.
All right, we're at the finale, the high heat. This one is the hottest wing sauce here at $3 Cafe. It's newly on the menu. Everybody's excited about it, but it also has great flavor. It's just not all about the heat, right? It is great flavor. There's definitely, you can smell the pepper coming off. It stings the nostrils a little bit, if you will. Now, as you're trying that, Dakota, I want to hear, what are you taking away from cheer in our last commentary of the episode? Right as you're biting into that wing is really what I want to hear from you.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
Let's hear it. That was the tiniest bite I've ever seen in my life. So tell me, what are you taking away from cheer that you've learned in this career now that you're potentially exiting cheer, the competition cheer world?
I've learned like good time management and to just like trust others.
Yeah. How so?
What do you mean by that?
Well, being a flyer, I have to like trust people to catch me.
Yeah. What about things like work ethic?
Oh, definitely worth ethic.
Friendships.
Wait.
How you doing over there, Brayden?
One was like, oh my God, it's not that bad. I went back for that second
And then
bite.
it keeps coming, right? Like, it's got great flavor at first, but it just keeps coming. And that's only a couple little bites.
So, speaking of a high heat type question, and that's what we're here to do, I probably should have asked this earlier, but the timing of this could not be any better. What is it like, Brayden, being a male cheerleader? And talk to us about this sort of the stereotype of being a male cheerleader in today's world.
Oh my God. Okay. I'm fine with it. Being a male cheerleader, it's something. Oh my God, no, I have to drink the water. I can't. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling better. All right. Being a male cheerleader is weird because it's such a female-dominated sport, like almost predominantly like female. And so being on a team with, my team is split down the middle, guys and girls, especially in the division that like we're in. It's like one of the most famous divisions in the world. So it's like weird being a guy in a sport that's so predominantly female. And also it's like tailored completely towards female. Like you go to competitions and it's like you see the varsity shops and it's all bows and clothes and the completely rhinestone little shorts, like booty shorts. It's like, none of this was made for guys.
That's a really good point. I never really thought about that. But yeah, when we're at these competitions,
it's all geared towards female, which I love that there's a sport for women that is like, they're able to like be like completely themselves, but like there are co-ed teams, it's like hard sometimes because like we're always the second thought when it comes to like getting practice wear, getting anything. It's always, well, what are the girls gonna wear, and we'll just get the guys whatever.
Well, does that mean that there's an opportunity for would more male cheerleaders be involved if it was more geared towards?
Probably. I think there's also such a stigma around like people who like, if you're, oh my God, it came up. If you're like a guy who does cheer, people automatically assume you're gay, which for a lot of them, yeah. I mean, yeah, let's be honest, it's the rhinestones, the sparkles, yeah. But it's not the case for everyone, so it's like a lot of people who would probably be good at cheerleading don't want to do it because they don't want to have that, oh, they're gay.
I know a couple of individuals that I'm friends with that were football players and became cheerleaders because they had the strength to be the base or the, what do you call that? The ones that throw the flyers, the bases, the ones that throw them into there. Okay.
That's our KSU. That's how our KSU coach Blake. He played football at FAU.
Yeah.
And then moved to Kennesaw and was cheerleader.
So I think there's this, but I don't disagree. There's definitely a stigma around it, or you're weak, or whatever that is.
Yeah.
And watching, well, all the athletes. I mean, you guys are so talented and are so athletic. And so, I think that makes a great point. There's probably, I can't even imagine what the cheer world would look like if more and more people did not, and understood how competitive it is, and understood how many people how many athletes are part of this sport. So, Guys, what a great conversation. Some great questions, some great input. One last thing, what's the legacy you want to leave?
I want to remember my great jumps.
Great jumps?
That's all. If that's all they remember, then there we go.
What about you, Dakota? Give me something.
Your beautiful baskets.
I don't know, just like my personality and my work ethic.
I love it. Perfect.
Beautiful.
I love that. Well, this was another episode of Heat Check at $3 Cafe here in Kennesaw, Georgia. Thank you, Dakota. Thank you, Brayden. Kennesaw State's freshman cheerleaders, Stingray Elite competitive cheerleaders. Always a pleasure. Really great to know you today, get to know you a little bit better other than just on social media. So thank you for the opportunity. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next month on Heat Check.
You want to drum?
That's all question. A little bit.
How do I eat it?
With your hands.
Can I pick it up?
Your hands and mouth.
I'll get you a fork if you want for the bonus. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But that you got to pick it up. You have to eat that one.
Okay.
I'll leave it there. Don't leave it there for a second. You don't know how to eat wings? Are you kidding me? Yeah? Is that a Michigan thing?